Hi everyone, and welcome back to my morning report on Wednesday the 6th of May with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Tech Markets. I'm going to move on to cable now, and this cable chart continues to, well, it's a bit choppy in the last few days. Certainly in the last week or so, it's been strongly up and then strongly down, and the last couple of days it's sort of started to find a bit of support. Interesting that support is sort of developing around the 50.87 mark, which has been sort of held for the last 2 days really, and that's sort of helping to almost neutralise the outlook near term. In terms of the momentum indicators, you wouldn't really say they're giving a great deal of direction either way. The stochastics are falling or starting to sort of flatten off. MACD lines starting to also flatten off, although they're slightly in positive territory. RSI sort of slightly into positive territory as well, so you'd arguably say that there's a slightly bullish bias to the momentum, also trading above the short-term moving averages as well, so that's a positive. Interesting that we've seen a bit of a chop around today. The UK services PMI has just come out in the last few minutes and beat expectations quite impressively, actually 59.5 on the PMI there. So that should help to be supportive of sterling, and that's helped to see sterling rally off the 51.50 area. 51.50 being sort of a minor, I suppose you'd say, support area sort of that we found in the last few days. So interesting that's been seen, and that comes above the 50.87 low that we'd seen, as I said, over the last couple of days. That both lows have come around that 57.80 point. So a slight element of consolidation, but as I said, this PMI could well turn that sterling a little bit more positive, and as I said, on the daily chart the technicals are a little bit more positive as well. So what we could see is if you see a break above the overnight high at 52.40, then you'd sort of see a move back towards the next resistance level, which comes in at 53 figure, which was the reaction low that we saw on the 30th. And then the resistance comes in around that 54 figure mark as well, which is a sequence of highs and lows that we'd seen towards the end of April into the first day of May. But as I said, this chart is sort of fairly choppy at the moment, and I think what it's going to be is choppy in the run-up, certainly to the general election, which is tomorrow in the UK, and that I think is going to create a fair amount of volatility. Certainly, if certainly looking at the options market, I'm going to post something on the site a bit later. But the options market suggests that the volatility is fairly high on cable at the moment, and that could well drive some. That could be a driver of some volatility tomorrow and Friday. So watch out for that. But in the meantime, as I said, cable has slightly sort of formed a bit of support around that 50.87 mark, but bit choppy in the reaction to this PMI, which should theoretically be sterling positive. So I will wish you good luck at that point and speak to you later, I think.